Hello, my name is Mark Ford. I am the President and CEO of Shipwright Services Incorporated. We are the makers of Shipwright Global Connect and Shipwright Next POS and retail shipping software. When you own a mailing and shipping store, the last thing you're going to want to have happen is to have a line of customers and your point of sale system fail on you. That failure could be the inability to populate the pricing in a timely fashion or even at all, or to force you to go through many steps in order to ship a package. Over the past 30 years that we have been in business, we have gathered data from our current customers, past customers, and also our competitors' customers. Our research has shown that a mailing and shipping store finds three things very important in a point of sale system: speed, accuracy, and reliability. In 2019, using the most modern programming tools available in the industry, we created a new software program called Shipwright Next. Let's take a quick tour of the program itself so that we may show you the features and benefits that you will enjoy once you have switched to Shipwright Next point of sale and retail shipping system. This is our point of sale system, and most sales begin and end here. So this is where you're going to spend most of your day. We have several features that set us apart from our competitor. Let's first talk about the search field. The search field here does four things. It'll search on phone number, customer name, SKU or PLU number, and also keywords in your inventory descriptions. When you get a customer coming in, you ask them if they've been in before, or if you recognize them, ask them for their phone number. In this case here, we're going to put in a phone number for someone we know exists. And there's our customer right there. Select them. And now that customer is the active customer. You can view all their information here, including if they're an account customer. Or you just leave them tucked away up here. In this case here, this customer is an account customer and they have a balance of 0. You can also look up a customer by their name. And hit enter, and it brings up the list of matches, and of course there's only one match, and you can select it, and now he's the active customer. Let's search on a SKU item. Let's say I have an item in there called a copies, CP full service, and hit enter, and now it rings in that amount there. You can also search for items that begin with certain characters in the SKU. So let's say all SKU items that begin with CP. And now it'll list them all here for you, and you can select whichever one you want to use. You can also put in a keyword. So let's say you want to find boxes, a box that has at least one dimension of 16 inch. You would type BX and then 16 and hit enter. And lo and behold, there's all the boxes that have at least one dimension that matches. You can also type in the actual description of it. Let's say we want to see all boxes, we'll just type in box and hit enter. And now we got a listing of all items that have the word BOX in the description. And we can go ahead and select one. Now, also a neat thing that we have that's pretty convenient is you can change the quantity on the fly. So let's say we want to change that to 3. We just merely change it to 3 and hit enter. You do not have to delete the item and then resell it again with the correct quantity. You can also double click on any line item and a line editor opens up. You can change the description name if you want, the selling price, the quantity, give them a discount on the fly if you want, like 10%. And all that can be done on the fly with our unique POS line editor. Another feature that we have that is very unique and we're proud of is our point of sale buttons. This, as you can see, shows a display of 20 buttons. Well, behind that is another panel of 20 buttons. Behind that, another, then another, and another, and another, and it goes back infinitely. Let's give you a quick demonstration on how it works. So we have at this main, what we call main panel, let's say the copies. Click on it, and it takes us back to another panel of 20 buttons that deal only with the copies. Let's go back and look at fax service. Go back, look at signs and banners. Go back, look at envelopes. Go back, look at large boxes, small boxes, faxing service. You get the picture. You can also shortcut to any panel by clicking on the arrow going down, going through the alphabetized list, or just start typing there, and it'll pop up that panel. So you are never more than 2 clicks away from any button in this list. If your customer is an account customer, you can review their account very quickly. Just go here to the accounts receivables, edit, and now it brings up the accounts receivables dashboard. Besides from being able to edit the account information, you also get a aging summary, and then you can also go through these tabs over on the left here to add authorized users to the account. If it's like a bank and they've got multiple users who are authorized to use the account, it shows a ledger of ongoing sales. You can also sort it ledger by invoice, and it shows a history by date of the items that are sold. You got your statements here. One of the nice things about it is you can set it to automatically send statements at the end of the month. And if you are integrated with the KN or TSYS credit card processing, you can have it auto pay the balance by running their credit card and then sending them a receipt. You can also assess finance charges on people that are late and set the annual percentage rate if you wish. Furthermore, under the miscellaneous tab, you can set up a credit card vault with TSYS or KN in order to use the credit card anytime the customer comes in. As an example, if the customer is a drop and go customer where they come in and they drop packages and say, put them on my account, you can go ahead and process their packages when they're gone. And then one of the choices at checkout is use card on file. We also have easy refunds and easy voids for your system. As an example, look up an invoice. Customer wants a refund on just 2 parts of it. All you got to do is click on the options button down here. There's the sale. We're going to do a refund. We check off only those items that are being refunded. Click continue. And now it shows that we're going to be given a refund of $13.13. Click on the cash out button, and it comes up and asks how we're going to do it and why we're going to do it. So we're going to do a cash refund. Click continue, and it'll print a slip with the accounting number on it, the invoice number, and you're ready for your next sale. You can void invoices only on the day that they're performed. After that, you either have to do a refund or a quick refund. We have standard cash register functions across the bottom here, including put an invoice on hold, being able to do a quotation. You can do quotations for both shipping transactions as well as copies or faxes or anything. Invoice history lookup. You can search for invoices by customer name or date or invoice number. You can put a memo on any invoice just by clicking on it and typing in free text. Customer lookup, of course, your address book. You can change price, apply discount, or change the tax group. Change quantity is used for the old-fashioned way of doing 300 quantity and then whatever you're selling, like copies. Our Mailmaster for doing quick postage is also unique. Click on Mailmaster, and it takes you to the Mailmaster screen where your scale will pick up the weight. Generally, you're only doing lightweight packages or mail here, or flats or certified mail. Put in a zip code, and then select the type of packaging you got, in this case letter. It shows our first class mail price, and that's our retail price. Our cost is displayed in the little box that popped up that says 97 cents. You can click on it. It drops it down to here, ready for you to print the postage, but let's say you're going to add certified and return receipt. You then scan the barcode label and click OK. And at this point, you're ready to print the postage. You click print postage, and then it prints a 1x1 stamp, and then it drops it down into the cube. At this point, you can hit you're finished. It takes you back to the point of sale, shows your sale amount, the return receipt. You're ready to cash out of exact change, and you're returned to the login screen. Let's take a few minutes now to go through a shipping package. After all, that's most likely why you're here, because your point of sale system was not looking up pricing, or is freezing, or had some other problem. We will start by looking up our customer. So we ask the customer their phone number, and there they are. And now they're the active customer. I'm sure you noticed how fast you can look up the customer and put them into your as your active customer. We're going to click Ship 1. When we enter the multi-carrier ship manager, the first thing we're going to do is select the address where the package is going, or enter it if it's a new one. In this case here, it's an Amazon return, so we just start typing in Amazon, A-M-A-Z-O-N, and any address that matches is going to show up. And if you keep typing, it will then narrow it down to just those areas where your matches come up, and you can go ahead and select at this point. Now the scale will pick up the weight automatically, but we're not connected for this demo to a scale. And then you measure your package. Now, when I hit the tab button, it's going to calculate. I want you to pay attention to how fast the prices come in. As fast as I can press the button. Compare that with the system that you have now. The choices are lined up in a manner in which you get to select. One of our other unique features is our Quick Pack. If you click on Quick Pack, it automatically selects the packaging profile for that, and you click Accept. You have now, with just 2 clicks of the button and in less than 5 seconds, packaged this item. We will now select UPS Ground. Our labeling screen pops up with some signature options if we choose. We're going to click Ship Package. And now it's going to return us back to the point of sale with a tracking number. Right there, the 1Z tracking number, and the details of our packaging estimator. Now the other thing is, you can edit the packaging estimator here. Let's say you want to add a little bit of labor. You can do so with our system. And now you've changed the packaging price. What if you have to delete the package? The customer changed their mind and they don't want to do it anymore. With ShipRite, it's simple. You can click on the package here, hit the delete key. It's going to void that package, and it's going to do it online. So now it's out of here and it's out of shipment history. You do not have to go anywhere else to delete the package. Shipping an international package is easy. While the cursor is blinking in the To field, you hit the Enter key and it brings up the Contact Manager. You select the country where it's going, let's say France. Type in the name of the person. and you start typing the street address. And the ShipRight system will then match it. As you can see, the address verification and pre-fill works not only for domestic but also for international shipments. It takes you back to the point of the mail-to carrier shipping screen. Your scale picks up the weight. Your package is there. Prices are all listed. And you go ahead and select however you want to ship it. Let's say DHL. Put in your description. And the weight. If you had multiple items, our system would automatically divide up the weight evenly between all the items. You can look up the Harmony code by clicking on the button here. It'll take you to the Global Post website for looking up the package, or you can go to the Census Bureau one by clicking in the number 2 option. In any event, once you do that, the Harmony code will pop in. You click Save, and you're ready to ship the package. In this example here, we're going to force the package in there. We'll hit Preview, and it's going to bring up our commercial invoice. Our system also does electronic invoice for UPS. And then you're returned back to the point of sale with that package and all the detail here. And then when you cash out, if you have a credit card vaulted, there'll be a button right here in this spot that says Use Card on File, or you just merely check out the way the customer does, whether it's cash, check, or credit card. And back to the point of sale we go. The ShipRight system comes with a very powerful mailbox manager. When you're in the mailbox manager, you can view all the mailboxes. You can look at just expired ones. You can look at just rented ones, and you can look at ones that are just available. You can set up as many banks or panels of mailboxes as you wish, and you can set them up any way you want, so they're not just locked into being 12 or 30 box units. You can also sort by the name of the person as opposed to the mailbox number, and also their renewal date. Once you've got that, you can go and look at all boxes. You can pick out an empty one and rent it, or we'll look at a customer already. This is the detail on this customer, and we can see that he's going to be due in a couple of years. And we can also look at on his name display, we can see any additional names, and there's no limit on the additional names they have. When you do mail forwarding, you can have unlimited mail forwarding addresses for each customer. You can also select a customer up here and then print a 1583 if you need to, or new rental agreement for them to sign. Mail forwarding, of course, by daily, weekly, or monthly. And of course, you can look at the mailbox history for that entire box to see since the beginning of time what activity there has been on it. Once you've posted your mail for the day, you can use our You Got Mail feature, and also you can send out notices. So here's You Got Mail. We'll click on that. And the way it works is, if you have a wireless barcode scanner, you can put a barcode on the back or the reverse side of each mailboxes, so that after you're done sorting your mail, you can take your wireless barcode scanner and scan each box that has mail, and then it will send them in either an email or a text message, or you can send them both if you wish. You have several print choices on the fly. You can click on the print icon, and print renewal notices, expiration notices, cancellation notice, a 1583, and or a rental agreement if you need to do so. ShipRite comes, of course, with a complete inventory manager. Click on inventory, and you will see a spreadsheet of all items. Now, this spreadsheet includes not only things that you can physically pick up and hold, but also for services and shipping services. Everything will have an SKU number. That's how your selling is kept track of. You can set items up for counting and also to remind you to reorder when you get down to a certain amount of quantity, like you can see here. You can also turn things off as being active or inactive. Over on the top left here, you can search by SKU number, so you can scan a barcoded item and it'll bring up the detail on that one item. Or you can type the description in here and it'll find it by description. There's a listing of all your departments down here, so you can see what exactly is in each one. And you can then show all, or show just active, or show just inactive. Of course, you can take any item and double click on it, and it'll bring up the detail for this item. A unique feature in ShipRite is we have special provisions for copy centers where you can pull up a copy item. To get level pricing for copy items, you search on the items you're looking for. We're going to do letter size copies. I'll double click. It brings up the detail on this one item, and I'm going to go to level pricing. And you can see that it has a price that is scaled by quantity, 20 cents, 15 cents, and then 10 cents. ShipRite reports are all centralized. We're going to go ahead and click on reports, and it takes us into the report manager, and you can go and select what category of reports you want. Here's point of sale, accounts receivables, mailbox reports, shipping reports, inventory, and others. Under inventory, you can also click on price labels. So using one of two output methods, one is going to a Avery 5160, 3 across and 10 down labels, that's 30 on a sheet, or you can use your Dymo label printer and to print them out one at a time if you wish. We also have a drop-off manager that is accessible anywhere in the program by hitting the F5 key on your keyboard. This is our drop-off manager. You can scan a tracking number, it'll print a receipt or an email receipt, your choice. We also have a package valet module, and you can check packages in. You can certainly check them out, and you can also do a package inventory. This will list all packages that are on hand. You take your barcode scanner back to your storage shelf and scan them, and as you scan them, it's going to put a checkbox in here. And when you're done, you should have all checkboxes. If you're missing one, you won't have a checkbox next to it. That'll allow you to look and see what happened and why only one package is not accounted for. The most common malady when using this is you'll find packages on your shelf that were never scanned in or picked up. Other neat features included with this is a things to do list, a time clock manager. Employees can clock in, clock out, and you can send a payroll report or a time card at the end of the week for this period. You can also go into the end of day. You can go to setup options. Those are password protected. You can change the order in which your carriers are listed and the order in which the services are left to right. And you can do that for all types of shipping. And of course, we have a wide array of utilities, all alphabetically listed, including integration with QuickBooks. And there you have it. Very quick tour. We appreciate your time, and certainly give us a call if you want a more thorough demo with which you can ask questions, or if you're ready to go ahead and switch over to us, you are certainly going to be welcome. Again, my name is Mark Ford. I'm the president and CEO of Shipwright Services Incorporated, and my email is mark@shipwrightsoftware.com. Thank you.